Appalachian Conference Championship. Second down, 7. Picks up a couple of yards. It's muddy night, rainy night, Tom, and I'm sure the weather conditions will play a factor in this one.
First two plays we've seen, Roger, will indicate, I think, what United will do throughout much of the evening. They'll option both right and left, and they will trap inside. And Conemaught's down linemen particularly going to have to keep their heads up, watch for the trap, and be careful of the footing as well.
Third down and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line. Kip Mack, number 33, Don Spaid, 27. Behind Frank Kravetsky. Out of the eye. That's Spaid with the carry. He's going to be very close to a first down. Carries a blocker with him. And I think he may have it. He does indeed. First down. The Lions of United High School on their first possession of the football game. We are just underway from the point. No score in this, the 1984 Appalachian Championship.
Great crowd for a rainy night coming over here. We anticipated that the weather might keep it down. Looks pretty good.
Kravetsky, the quarterback, 8 touchdowns this year. He's passed for 6. He has also passed for over 500 yards. But again, they are really a ball control team. This is Spaid, tries to turn the corner. Good defensive play. Number 82, John Walker, 5'10 junior, 140 pounds. Wrestles him down as Spaid tried to turn a corner. Second down and 9. Ball on a 34. Conemaugh Valley has one loss. That was in their opener to Blairsville. They have come back and won 8 straight. Second and 9 from the 34. Kravetsky to Kip Mack. Penalty flag. Somebody moved, and it was called against United. There you see the United offense. Tight end is Todd Penrose. Matt Hepner at left tackle. Rest with the left guard, Joe Bailey, Dominic Chero, Mike Allen. There you see their offense. Kravetsky, Don Spaid, Kip Mack, Jamie Jaworski, Bounce Douglas, and Chad Walsh, number 21. A look at the United offense. Conemaugh Valley defense, Oleski, Shelfridge, Tom Roberts, Dave Piker, Dick Pavick. It's second and 14. Ball now to 30, 9:11 to go, first quarter, and may have a delay of game here. No, another motion is against Conemaugh Valley.
So that 5 yards that United suffered that backed them up into the dirt part of the infield even farther, they get it all back, and another first down will put them out in field position where the footing should be a little less treacherous. I imagine both coaches have their throats in their hearts when playing on the skin part of the infield in weather like this. Ball gets slippery, footing's very bad.
Second and 9 on the 35. In motion comes Bounce Douglas. The give is to Kip Mack, and he's got a lot of running room. And Tom, there's the trap play that you talked about in the pregame show.
They countered away from their motion, and the linebackers on both sides bit, leaned toward the motion, got themselves a little bit out of shape, and that was a sizable hole. Well run by Mack, too. And now United is out. They're into their opponent's territory, and they're out in a place in the field where they should be able to handle the ball better and footing as well.
Kip Mack, 729 yards this year and 7 touchdowns. First and 10 on the Blue Jay 46-yard line. United High School on the move. In motion comes Douglas. And again, the give is to Kip Mack over the right side for 3 or 4. It'll be second down and 6. Has the defense, Tom, had to prepare any differently for a team such as United?
Yeah, I think particularly Conemaugh Valley has to make some adjustments. They do like to blitz. They like to play it very aggressively up front. And against a trapping team, that can be very dangerous, as you've seen already.
Second down and 7. They go now to split backs behind the quarterback, Frank Kravetsky. Bounce Douglas again in motion. The option, and he keeps it and turns it up inside. And look at the second effort. They are down near the 30-yard line of the Blue Jays of Conemaugh Valley.
an illustration of the point we just made, Roger. The right side linebacker came very hard that time. He guessed right, got the right hole, but if he misses the tackle, then there is nobody to make contact with the ball carrier until he's well downfield.
And great second effort by Kravetsky. He carried one of the defensive players right along with him. 7:27, first quarter, no score, but United well on the move here. Kravetsky, a handoff. Spaid, the ball carrier. That time only picks up about 1 or 2 yards before he's hit up front by Tom Roberts, number 77. Dave Piker, number 73, the right tackle. Second down and 9, picked up a yard. First undefeated regular season in the history of the school for United. They have had 14 winning seasons, but have never won the Appalachian Conference Championship. Neither of these two teams have. Second and 9, the ball on the 30 of the Blue Jays.
You can't do that, folks.
2 men in motion.
This is not permissible.
No.
Look like that Australian football you see on ESPN or...
And they will be penalized 5, I'm sure, for that move. Motion the call, going against United. Don Spaid, number 27, has 3 touchdowns this year, receiving the football. He's 9 catches for 177 yards. He has rushed for 681 yards. Kip Mack is their big ball carrier, 729 yards, 7 touchdowns. And he was voted Offensive Player of the Year, 1984.
United is a team which will rush the ball 70% of the time. They have yet to throw a pass tonight, and so far they haven't needed to.
Well, we'll see if they do it here. They may need to here. Third down and 19 rather. From the 33, in motion comes Bounce Douglas. Out of the eye, and here we go. Kravetsky's going to throw it. Rolls out. Under pressure, and he's going down. Number 73, Dave Piker, and Rick Pavick.
Good pursuit, Roger, by Pavick and Piker, but excellent downfield coverage of the pass receivers. There were 3 in the pattern, and each of them was covered. The 2 outside men were covered front and back.
You know, Dick Pavick, the right end of Conemaugh Valley, is also the quarterback.
Three-year starter at quarterback.
Asked the coach if that was risking, getting him hurt, playing him at right end. Apparently not. Big play for Conemaugh Valley. It is 4th down and 11 in a punting situation. Fake punt, but I don't know if he's not anywhere near the first down. That was Don Spaid on the fake punt. I guess they figured they had nothing else to lose. And so Conemaugh Valley will go on offense, and we'll be back with more from the Point Stadium right after this message.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Homer City State Bank, the wide-awake bank that makes it all so easy. By Annie's, the home of the world's greatest food. By Griffith Bus Lines of Armagh. By Sellers Insurance, your nationwide insurance specialists for all your insurance needs. By Woodsy's Place, a great place to meet your friends. By Edward J. Spidell Funeral Home of Bolivar. By Clean Sweep Sanitation Service of Armagh, happy to be a part of tonight's game. By Roadway Pharmacy for all your health and beauty aids. By Cottage Crafts, specialists in stenciling, silk flowers, and general crafts. By the United Youth Basketball Association and by the United Education Association.
We're back at the Point Stadium. Conemaugh Valley goes on offense. The quarterback is Richard Pavick. Kevin Crisco on the carry, number 42. Picks up a couple of yards, be 2nd down and 7. 8-1. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays under John Jacoby in his 5th year. He's a grad of Conemaugh Valley, assistant there for 4 years. This is the best record in the history of their school. They were 4-5-1 in '83. They're 11-2-1 in their last 14 games. 2nd down and 5. Full house backfield behind Pavick, who has thrown, by the way, for over 2,000 yards in his career, but first 2 plays we've seen them on the ground. There's the offensive set for Conemaugh Valley. Dave Furman, Darren Morano, Mike Apley, Chris Selfridge, Dave Piker, Chris Polino, Mark Pavic, the Conemaugh Valley offense. Dick Pavic, Kevin Crisco, Todd Mortar, Robert Weimer. Also a flanker is Keith Gillen, and the punter's number 63, Dave Grove. And we've got a 3rd and 3 for you. Ball on a 37-yard line. 4 minutes to play first quarter from the Point Stadium. I'm Roger White, and along with Tom Casey, TV10 High School Football. Pavic, and again, hands it off. This time to Todd Mortar, number 23. And he will be very close to a first down. He has it. First down. Blue Jays of Conemaugh Valley. We'll set the defense for you for United. Hepner, Webster, Jerry Hammock, John McMillan is the right tackle, and Todd Penrose is the right end, 85. Linebackers are Walsh, Faish, and Bottaglini. Corners are Spaid, Brzezinski, Douglas, and Brian Kravetsky, who is just a sophomore. 1st and 10 from the 41. Let's see what Pavic hands it off. That's Crisco, tries to get outside. Good play by Douglas.
Watch the offensive sets for Conemaugh Valley. You mentioned, you asked me earlier, that they make some unusual preparations for a game like this. Conemaugh will show up in some strange-looking formations in that they will unbalance an awful lot. They'll run out of an unbalanced line. And when I talked to John Jacoby, he said he might tinker with the line splits a little bit to see if he could confuse some defensive assignments. United plays very aggressive defense, and he'd like them to be thinking a little bit by showing them some different things to look at up front. So far, it's worked a bit.
Thinking indeed was Douglas on that last play. They lost 3 at 2nd down 13. To pass is Pavic, firing deep and intercepted.
Outstanding grab on the interception by United. Intended pass receiver was covered all the way and covered front and back, double covered, and probably it was an ill-advised throw as Kevin Berezonsky comes up with the interception. Kevin's a senior, 6 feet tall, 165 pounds, and the Lions get the football back, and they'll be in the skin part of the infield at Point Stadium.
With 2:28 left. They're on the 35, 1st and 10. Out of the eye. The give, the trap play, that is Spaid. And he's very close to a first down, a big gainer on first down for United. Rolls it out over the 45.
Excellent footwork, Roger, by quarterback Frank Kravetsky. Let's ask some of our viewers to just keep an eye on number 7 over the next couple of plays. The kid has great feet. This is an intricate offense. It doesn't look like much, but there's some subtleties to it. He so far is running it very, very well.
Well, he picked up 10 on that play out to the 45. 1st and 10. This time he turns it up in. Picks up a couple. Hit in there by Apley, Crisco, and Robert Weimer, number 41, a right linebacker. He is the leading tackler, by the way. Weimer, number 41, comes in with 84 tacklers. He's also picked off 2 passes this year.
Another preparation comment, Roger, about this game. Conemaugh Valley would like to take the pitch man away on the option. They want Kravetsky to carry the football.
2nd down 9. This has been a quick first quarter. We're down to 1:18 to play. In motion goes Bounce Douglas. And the give is to Kip Mack.
3rd down and long. Last time they went to a rollout pass. Let's see if they come with something developing a little more quickly this time.
In on the stop, number 41, Robert Weimer. And number 77, Tom Roberts, the nose guard. He is 6'4", 210 pounds. He has 3 sacks on the year. He, along with Chris Selfridge, a senior, at 6'1", 185, also with 3 sacks. 54 seconds to play first quarter.
Unusual timeout being asked for by United. 3rd down and long, right near midfield. They've used one of their timeouts. It may or may not become a problem later on in the half. No score in the ball game, though. Thus far, evenly played, as the coaches suggested. I always ask high school coaches when you talk to them, I say, in all honesty, is this a good game or not? And for the most for the most part, you can, they won't give you a direct answer, but you can get a feeling, gee, we should handle them easily, or no, we're kind of overmatched. I think both coaches are really believe, and I think their kids really believe, that they can win the ball game and take home the Appalachian Conference trophy this year.
Well, you know, Tom, both teams have scored a lot of points offensively.
And given up few defensively as well.
You're right. 47 points offensively for United. Conemaugh Valley 284 points. Conemaugh Valley has thrown 15 touchdowns through the air. United has rushed for over 2,000 yards. They've passed for 599, a stat that we have talked about because the majority of their offense is on the ground. 3rd and 7 from the 47. Split backs behind Kravetsky, and the pitch goes to Kip Mack, and he finds the hole. And he'll be very close to a first down. He may fall just a yard short.
I think he'll come up short. Pretty good call. They pitched away from the motion that time. The deep backs were reading pass all the way. They had to read the motion man first, and it enabled the runner to get a little leverage on the near sideline. But what do you think? Will they go for it here at the 45?
Looks indeed like they are going to.
Got about a foot to go. Last time they tried fake punt on 4th and long, didn't work. This time they believe they can make a foot.
Now they're out of the eye, and the quarterback keeper and Kravetsky has got it, barring no flags, and I do not see any, so United pick up the first down. 1st and 10 for the United High School Lions under Frank Kravetsky. As we wind down, they probably will not get another playoff here in the first quarter. And they will not. That is the end of the first quarter of play, and a very even one in this 1984 Appalachian Conference Championship game. No score. Conemaugh Valley and United will be back with quarter number 2 after these messages.
High school football from Point Stadium in Johnstown, no score. First series, second quarter. Here's Roger.
And the pass complete.
First pass completion of the ball game. The first quarter stats, while you sort it out, Roger, United obviously got the better of it. They controlled the football. 16 plays for 70 yards. Conemaugh Valley had the ball only for five offensive plays and netted only 9 yards out of the deal. So it's the Lions ball game, even though the scoreboard has horse collars on it at the moment here.
Now Frank Kravetsky able to throw if indeed they have to. And they pick up 7 on the pass completion. 2nd down and 3 from the 36. And this is really the second time in a football game that United has threatened to score. And they are moving the football. Douglas in motion. This time the give is to Kip Mack, and the straight ahead behind Dominic Chiro, Joe Bailey, and Dan Ressler up front for United High School. It'll be very close to a first down. Officials timeout. They'll bring in the sticks, and we'll see whether he has it or not.
Conemaugh Valley would very much like to force United to throw the football tonight. Whether they're successful is another thing. And again, they have to be extremely careful along the defensive front because United's Lions are such an excellent trapping team. Again, we encourage our viewers to watch the blocking. They've got all kinds of delays and traps and quick things and strange blocking angles. It's kind of fun to watch and an awful headache for a defensive coach to get his kids ready for a game like this.
They fall less than a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Ball on a 34 with 10 minutes, well over 10 minutes to play in the second quarter, and there's no score. Kravetsky, they now split backs. The give is to Spaid, and looked like he may have got up over the top there and up for the first down. He's got it. Don Spaid, 5'8", 155-pound junior, gets the first down.
On that 3rd and short, Roger, the defensive safety was playing right behind the down lineman. I wouldn't be surprised if United's coaches put that away and think maybe later in the game we can fire one in that circumstance.
1st and 10 from the 33. Again, they send Douglas in motion. Pass.
There it is.
And he's got his man. Play action pass complete to Terry Baird. senior, 6'4", 191 pounds. And a nice pass by Frank Kravetsky.
There is an injured Lion on the play, and we'll try to check him out, find out what's wrong, being tended to by members of the coaching staff. But the first real serious threat of the ball game comes again as Conemaugh having trouble worrying about plugging those tackle holes and still playing downfield defense too. Blocking back, Kip Mack was injured on the play. He's being treated by the staff members. We hope that's not serious. Kip's a senior, 5'11", 175-pounder, and all right enough to jog off the field. Let's hope Kip was just winded. Looks pretty sprightly there coming off. I guess we'll see Kip later on in the ball game. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, and United is threatening at the 11-yard line.
United, as I mentioned, never having played in an Appalachian Conference Championship game. They have gotten close to being here so many times, but have fallen short. 14 winning seasons in the 16th year. Frank Kravetsky, his son, hands it off. Spaid's got 3 yards. Down to about the 8-yard line. We're in the second quarter of play. 9:40 and counting. Number 73, Dominic Chero. Number 67, John Faish, run in the plays for Coach Kravetsky. Out over the football is Joe Bailey, and there you see Coach Frank Kravetsky, 16th year, and he has really fought through some tough times.
Got to be a thrill coaching your son in the big game, too.
The option, the pitch. And not going to find much running room is number 24, Jamie Jaworski. Good job that time defensively by Conemaugh Valley. Crisco was there, Apley was there, and Tom Olesko was there, number 84, the left defensive end.
Excellent job by Jaworski, too, to bring down a pitch that was a little bit high, get it under control, and get himself under control to turn it into a couple-of-yard pickup rather than what looked like it was going to be a serious loss or even a fumble.
So now you're looking at 3rd down and 8. The ball is resting on the 7. See what they do. They're out of the eye. And flags, somebody moved.
That one hurts.
And it's going to be against United. So we're pushing back 5 yards.
3rd and 11 from the 12 now.
As a coach, you get old quickly when you see that happen.
Boy. I told you guys, we go on 2.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a pass here. When they have thrown the football thus far in this game, they have been successful at doing that. 3rd and 11 from the 12. 8:20 to play, second quarter. No score in this one. Kravetsky is going to throw into the end zone. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown.
No catch.
Nope. Out of the end zone. Whew.
No catch.
Couldn't really see it that well from up here, but once he came down with the ball, I thought he had 6, but no. Number 20, Jerry Hammock, the tight end, was wide open.
Jerry did about everything he could do to get his feet down in time. Just it was not there, and the official right on top of it said no catch. So I think we will see a kick now.
We will indeed. This is Chad Walsh, number 21. 21-yard field goal. Snap a little high, and it's blocked.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Things are going down the drain for Conemaugh Valley. United gets the football back.
Was that a strange play, or was that a strange play?
Bizarre.
Field goal was blocked. And I believe Todd Penrose, number 86, came up with the football, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. What a bizarre play, Tom Casey.
Special teams, Roger. You practice, and things still run amok sometimes.
That one is attempted 21-yard field goal, but I tell you what, United's going to have it first and goal, and we'll take this time out and be right back. .8:04 to play. First and goal from the 5. And let's see what happens here. Frank Kravetsky, they get a big break here and see if they can cash in on it. In motion goes Douglas. Kravetsky, counter play. He's close to the goal line. But it's going to be second down. The give was to Kip Mack, who was injured shortly ago. But he seems to be all right. He's back in the football game and carried on that play. Second and goal. Ball on the 2-yard line. You figure they're going to run with it. Down this close. Second and goal from the 1. United High School. Kravetsky. Kip Mack. He dives over. Touchdown. Kip Mack punches it in from 1 yard out with 7:28 to play in the first quarter. And Chad Walsh will try to make it 7-0. Kick is up, and it is good. So Kip Mack goes over from 1 yard out. Chad Walsh follows with the extra point. And with 7:28 to play in the second quarter, United has gone out on top 7-0. How quickly you can get a break and cash in on it. It's exactly what happened in this football game. It's been pretty even up until this point. Chad Walsh attempting the 21-yard field goal, has it blocked, but United gets it back. 1st and 5. Couple of plays later, Kip Mack goes in for the score. And this ball game is 7-zip.
Pretty impressive, Roger. 15 plays, rather, 65 yards, and including the initial drive, which bogged down, and then they got it back on the blocked field goal. United had the ball for 7 minutes and 5 seconds, and here comes Conemaugh trying to get back in.
Short kick. Returned by Conemaugh Valley, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Ball just out over their own 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 42.
We'll see if Conemaugh, given the weather conditions, given 7 minutes left in the second period, we'll see if they can continue along with their offensive game plan and just get themselves in some sort of rhythm, or if they get a little bit out of sorts and try to get it all back in one swoop.
Their leading receiver, if they elect to throw, is Dave Furman. This time they're just going to pitch the ball out. And nice gain out close to the 50-yard line. Todd Mortar, number 23, the right halfback, a senior who had 696 yards coming into tonight's football game, picks up 6, 2nd and 4. Ball on the 48-yard line, 7-0 United. Split backs Mortar, Crisco. Behind Dick Pavick. Oh, a big hole up the middle. Plenty enough there for the first down.
That big hole created, among other things, they ran from the full house T backfield that time and led with the halfback, so they get a double team right at the hole where the ball carrier wants to go through, and gave him a lot of room.
Good job up front by Piker, Selfridge, and Apley.
Not to mention Todd Mortar, the lead back on the play.
1st and 10 now, and the Blue Jays are at the 44-yard line of the United Lions. And again, they stay in that full house, as Tom was mentioning.
Unbalanced line. Trap this time.
Mortar again on the carry. Right behind Dave Piker. Number 73, a 3-year starter up front. Best offensive lineman, according to Coach John Jacoby. Pickup of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. Dick Pavitt being recruited by Villanova, Boston College, West Virginia. Very good quarterback, passing for over 2,000 yards during his career. Actually, he's pushing the 3,000 mark, and he keeps it, goes straight ahead, and I think he's got enough for the 1st down.
Good size kid. We haven't had a chance in this game to see him show his arm off, but he's 6'1", 175 pounds, a 3-year starter. And with stats like that, you can see why some of the big universities are taking a long, hard look at him.
Well, he passed for over 1,000 yards his sophomore year. His junior year, though, he only had 700 yards through the air, but he missed several games because of an ankle injury. So Dick Pavitt certainly can throw the football, but weather conditions not permissible tonight. 4:54. The pitch is his Mortar, and need a 1 block right there. Still nice hard running by Todd Mortar, number 33. Scott Battaglini in on the stop for United. Battaglini went 78 yards against Blairsville in their 7-0 win. Tight ball game all the way, picked up a loose fumble and goes 78 yards. He is a senior, 5'10", 153 pounds. Scott Battaglini, the linebacker for United. We're faced with a 2nd down and 6. That is Conemaugh Valley at the 24-yard line. And Mortar again on the carry, but the footing is certainly going to get more and more difficult as the game goes on. Moves the ball down to the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. Let's see what the senior quarterback does here. Mortar, Crisco in the backfield. They have a slot to the left. He is stuck hard by United. John McMillan on the tackle, number 75, along with Jerry Hammock, number 20. 4th and 1, Tom.
Conemaugh in 4-down territory. I'm sure they'll go for it, whether they come with something inside or whether they try to go wide. Be interesting to see what the call is from John Jacoby. United has taken a timeout. I think they would like to discuss the possibilities of something inside or going wide as well.
Do you get the feeling that Conemaugh would really like to punch it in here?
Yeah, I think they need to stay in the game. But I think they need to keep it close. Again, you're playing a ball control team and a team that early has shown it can control the ball. Last possession was 7 minutes and 5 seconds. So you can't afford to get too far back and then have to start doing crazy things to try to catch up, or have the other guys take the football and just put it away for the rest of the night. I think we have got, it looks like, a little bit of a break in the weather. I think the showers that we were having have stopped, and that may help some. The field is not in bad shape. Point Stadium's generally a pretty nice place to play football, with the exception of the skin part of the infield. Our statistician Frank Zitzelsberger, who a generation ago had so many memorable moments here in Point Stadium, complete with Pete Duranko's footsteps on his chest. It's great to be back here.
4th down and 1. Big play on the 20. 3:50 to go, 2nd quarter. Pavitt straight ahead, and he's going to be very close to the 1st down, obviously. I don't know it all depends where they spot the football. They'll bring in the sticks. What do you think, Casey? Got it?
Don't know. I think probably a wise choice to bring him in and check it out. This sort of a crucial call here with 3:45. I would guess if with 3:45 left, if United gets the football back, they'll just kind of put it away and be content to go in 7-0 at the half. Conemaugh, meanwhile, did not make the 1st down. Oh, boy.
And there's another big play by the defense of United High School. 4th down and 1 from the 20, and boy, was that close. So we'll see now what United elects to do as Tom Casey mentioned, just 3:45 to go. Will they be content? Try to ground it out here, pick up a couple of first downs, and take it in 7-zip. Frank Kravetsky brings him out. Kip Mack, number 33. Jamie Jaworski and Don Spaid in the backfield. Don Spaid over the left side. A good 6, maybe even 7. Second down and 4.
I think that that time they caught Conemaugh over-shifting their defense a little bit. The fullback came through as the lead blocker and couldn't find anybody to hit. The offensive lineman took everybody out of the way, and the linebacker had already vacated the spot, and he came through about 4 yards and stood up and looked around and said, "Who do I block?"
Split back Spaid and Kip Mack behind Kravetsky. The give is to Kip Mack. Close to a first down. In on the top, Tom Oleska, number 84, coming up from his left defensive end spot. Yeah, a tribute to Dick Pavick. He plays the right end, and he has not gotten hurt. I mean, as a quarterback, you would want to maybe save your quarterback and not put him at right end. But
in little schools, everybody who can play plays.
Indeed. 3rd and 1 from the 29. Kip Mack fighting his way for the first down out across the 35-yard line. He's got it. And the clock continues to wind down. We're at 2:12 mark of the second quarter. 7-0 United leading and trying to hold on to the football here before halftime.
Real impressed with United's offense so far. On a kind of a slippery night, a lot of their blocking schemes require some timing, and they're doing extremely well at it, controlling the ball.
Operating from the 31. Kravetsky, play action. On a pass intended receiver, number 27, Don Spaid, and he overthrows him incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well covered downfield, but not much penetration by the up front men from Conemaugh. And I'm not sure if that's because of great blocking or if the Conemaugh kids are getting just a little bit gun shy about being trapped. You play it aggressively and you can get burned.
Number 32, the right cornerback, Tom, Conemaugh Valley, Dave Furman, has 5 interceptions this year. He's picked off 1 and returned it for a touchdown. Good player in the secondary. A little counter. Spaid stacked up there pretty good. Number 73, Dave Piker, on the stop.
Good read by Piker. He got off his block very quickly and was at the hole about the same time the ball carrier was.
Minute 33 to play if you're just joining us. Strange play for the touchdown that we have here, Tom. 7-zip. We'll talk more about that at halftime.
An unusual march, to say the least.
Indeed. 3rd and 9 now from the 32. In motion comes Douglas. Pitch goes to Kip Mack, trying to turn it out and follow a few blockers. And bring up a 4th down. He is nowhere really near the first down. He's going to fall at least 3 yards shy. And so there's still a minute 2 to play. And Conemaugh Valley calls a timeout because they like to get the football back. There you see it. 4th down and 3, 7-zip, minute 2 to play before halftime. And as Tom Casey mentioned, really, for a rather damp, ugly night, we have a pretty nice crowd at the Point Stadium.
Enthusiastic as well.
Indeed.
I like watching high school football, and those of you at home who don't get a chance to watch, we encourage you to kind of keep it in perspective. With all the TV on, or all the sports on television, it's real easy to expect all these 17-year-old kids to play like Lynn Swan and O.J. Simpson and Eric Dickerson. It doesn't work that way, but they play enthusiastically and for the most part very well. All right, we got a punt here, and kind of important to handle the football well.
Yeah, pretty nice
kick.
punt. High spiraling kick. Taken on about the 30. That is Furman, number 32, with the football. It cuts it up inside out over the 35 to about the 38-yard line, where they will have 50 seconds in which to work with.
34-yard punt and about a 8-yard return. Long way to go, though, from the 37-yard line. Pretty good downfield coverage that time, and well-disciplined downfield coverage, too. The defenders all stayed in their lanes, which is real important.
38 seconds left before half. Dick Pavick has him out with the split backs. Wide out to the left. He's going to drop straight back to throw. And he's going to throw it long. He's got somebody open. Incomplete.
The intended receiver broke stride. The ball was right there. Extremely well thrown ball. And Bob Weimer, or was it Keith Gillen?
I believe indeed it was Gillen, yeah.
The flanker was the intended receiver. He's just a junior, and he broke stride. I think he might have misjudged the ball. Well, we had heard about Dick Pavick's arm. It's real. Good throw.
Will he do it again? 2nd and 10, 25 seconds now to play before half. They trail 7-0.
Can do it one more time, and if they don't connect, then I think probably they should be looking at running a wide play and letting the clock run out.
Back to throw, straight back, stays in the pocket. Again, this is Furman. He's got Furman open. Beautiful throw by Pavick.
Out of bounds with 17 seconds. Real impressed. It makes you, it's rather impolitic to second guess, Roger. It makes you think they probably should have been throwing early.
Pass good to the 44-yard line of United, where they have now 17 seconds remaining on the clock. And I'm sure they're going to go to the air again. This time they have Keith Gillen. Wide left, split backs behind Pavick. And again, straight back
right
to
side,
throw.
he's open.
No. Gillen caught the football, but not in bounds. Catch is no good with 11 seconds to play second quarter.
How about that camera work, too? Good job.
They're on the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. They call a timeout here.
Dick Pavick is an honest-to-goodness throw and drop back quarterback.
Yeah, it really is.
Pretty good release. Nice arm.
John Jacoby said before the football game that his quarterback, Dick Pavick, is a pocket passer. He likes to stay in the pocket. He has thrown 15 TDs this year for 1,225 yards, 2,275 yards in his career, a 3-year starter. The pass completion to Dave Furman that put him on a 43. Furman is their leading receiver. He has 31 catches, 582 yards, and he has 11 touchdowns. He's the guy they like to go to. Also a good receiver, though, is the right end, Mark Pavick, who is a junior. He'll wear number 22. 2nd and 10 from the 43, 11 seconds to play in the first half. United leading 7-0 and trying to hold the Blue Jays. Pavick. Pass intended for Furman and a flag, and looks like we're going to have a penalty on number 27, Don Spaid. Pass interference.
Don was between the receiver and the football, and he slowed down and stopped and caused the receiver to bump into him. And that'll cost you with 5 seconds left. That moves the ball inside the 20-yard line, or right at the 20-yard line, and Conemaugh still got a shot at it.
Well, there are 5 seconds to play.
This kid's only 1 of 4 throwing the football for 20 yards, but it would seem like he deserves a little better fate the way he has thrown the ball.
They took the penalty from the line of scrimmage. 2 penalties.
Shame on the television announcer, just anticipating again. That's a penalty from the line of scrimmage. But still close enough to get a shot at the end zone with 5 seconds left.
They're at the 27.
I would go for a short pass and run.
See if you're right here, Case. Got Gillen out to the right. Pavic straight back to throw. Scott Furman complete down inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, that's a shame.
And time runs out.
That's a shame. Some late second quarter excitement from Dick Pavic and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. And if that is any indication of what they can do, Roger, we should have a pretty good second half of football here.
Yeah, both teams now head to the locker room. And United with a 7-0 lead over Conemaugh Valley at halftime. We'll be right back to check out the first half statistics and more on the football game right after these messages. Stay with us. Halftime score 7-0 in favor of the United Lions, coming into the game with an undefeated record at 9-0. Conemaugh Valley 8-1. This is the 1984 Appalachian Championship game. And Tom Casey, as we run down the scoring in the first half, kind of a different way to put the ball into the end zone, but it was successful.
Strange scoring drive indeed, as the Lions of United had the football for 7 minutes, 15 plays. They got down close to the goal line once, down inside the 10, were backed up by a penalty, tried a 21-yard field goal. It was blocked. One of the Conemaugh kids picked it up, fumbled it inside the 5-yard line, so United gets the ball back. They were able to punch the ball in on a 1-yard plunge from Kip Mack. That made it 6-0. Maya Walsh came in, added the kick to make it 7-0, and that's where we stand at halftime. Let's do some bookkeeping first, courtesy of our statistician, Frank Zitzelsberger. It's always nice to be one of the few television stations in captivity that have a Big 8 accountant keeping stats at the football game for us. Thank you, Francis. First downs, 9 for United, 5 for Conemaugh Valley. United rushed for 6 of their first downs, got 3 of them through the air. Let's see, passing game, not real impressive statistics, although we were extremely impressed with the arm, the poise, and the delivery of quarterback Dick Pavic of Conemaugh Valley. He was 2 of 5 for 42 yards, while United's Frank Kravetsky was 2 of 4 throwing for 31 yards. Rushing plays, 27 rushes for the United Lions for 99 yards, 12 rushes for 48 yards for Conemaugh Valley. So United did control the football, 31 offensive plays to just 17 for Conemaugh Valley, and the total offense reasonably close, 130 yards for the Lions and 90 for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. There was just one punt in the ball game, that by United. It covered 34 yards, an 8-yard return on it, so net of 26 yards. And there were 4 penalties in the first half, 3 against United, 1 against Conemaugh Valley. United was penalized for 25 yards, 5 yards in penalties against Conemaugh Valley. A reasonably close football game. Conemaugh's got to do some things a little differently to get back in the ball game. They must force United out of their control game. They've got to get them to throw the football. They have to maybe gamble a little bit on defense, make something happen. And offensively, I think probably, despite the fact that it has started to rain again, I think probably we'll see him air the thing out a little bit with Dick Pavic throwing the football. Third quarter set to get underway. The Appalachian Conference Championship, it's 7-0 United.
And we'll see what Dick Pavic and that offense do, because Conemaugh Valley will receive the second half kickoff as United receive the opening kickoff. So we'll see what Conemaugh Valley does behind Dick Pavic. As Casey said, and I agree, I think they're going to have to throw the ball here in the second half, because they were successful at doing that late in the first half. That's Crisco. Took the ball deep on his own 10-yard line. He gets out a little close to the over the 25, 26-yard line, where it will be first down and 10. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays under head coach John Jacoby in his 5th year. Graduate of Conemaugh Valley, assistant there for 4 years. Only the 2nd winning season in the history of the school. Their best record by far at 8-1. They lost the opener to Blairsville and come back to win 8 straight. He has done a good job with this program. They're on the 26. It's first and 10. 11:48 to play, third quarter. And Conemaugh Valley owns the football and trails 7-0. Pavic, and right away he goes to the air. Pass underthrown, and again, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of problems with the footing here in the second half. It looked like that time Pavic may have slipped a little bit on the drop back and did not have a solid foundation.
Both quarterback and receiver went down. That is obviously a problem. It's also a problem for the defenders. A quick move, a defender has to plant his feet, get a read. Defenders can fall down too, and a lot of good things as well as bad things can happen to a passing offense in weather like this.
United uses a number of defensive backs, and pretty much interchangeable defensive backs in their secondary. We'll keep an eye out on them for you. First down and 10. Again, Pavic the pass. And this time it is intercepted. Oh, we had it and lost it. I think that was Douglas. I'm sorry, Kevin Brzezinski, number 15. He had it, but dropped it.
Cheap thrill for the folks in the Conemaugh Valley bench over there. A few hearts stopped momentarily. And again, I think Dick Pavick had trouble throwing the football, trouble handling the football. The ball is laying in the mud. Center picks it up. It's got mud and water on it.
Hate to see these kind of conditions for a championship game. 3rd and 10 now from the 26. And an obvious passing situation again, and he's going to drop straight back to throws. Got a receiver open over the middle.
First down.
That was Mark Pavick, his brother. It's a little slant in pattern. Got the football, enough for the first down. Mark Pavick is the right end, and he is just a junior at 6 foot, 165 pounds. First and 10 at the 37.
United playing a 3-deep zone that time. Everybody taking deep drops. The middle was wide open as the linebackers were coming.
Crisco is in the slot, or they're running out of the powerhouse backfield now. Pavick. Crisco. Crisco, the ball carrier. And again, it's tough to pick up the numbers now, but it looked like Kevin Crisco on the carrier, number 42. And he picked up very good yardage. Actually got about 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
Unbalanced right. That puts 4 men on the right side of the football. 4 men plus a lead blocker. It's kind of tough to defend. You got a lot of people coming at you.
They only need 2 now for a first down. They're on their own 46. 2nd and 2. Give goes to Mortar. Tries the left side. He'll be close to the first down. In on the stop for United, Dean Webster, number 78. Matt Hepner, number 59.
That was a series play, Roger. You notice they lined up same formation, split back, swing back to the weak side of the line, and unbalanced to the right. They run toward the unbalance a couple of times and then try to sneak one by you coming back the other way. And United's defenders did a good job on the corners out there, stayed home and read it well, held it to a short gain, if any.
Enough for the first down, however, as the ball is at the 48-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Clock moving at 9:53, and as you look at that picture there, and the official having to wipe off the ball, things are awfully muddy, and the rain continues to fall on a damp, miserable night at the Point Stadium. Pitch. Mortar turns it up in, follows his blockers well, and a nice gain on the pitch from Dick Pavick. Gets 6 yards, bring up 2nd down and 4. The ball now in United territory at the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Chris Selfridge, number 78, a 3-year starter, out over the football. I think this would be an important series here in the 3rd quarter for Conemaugh. They'd like to drive it and punch it in and tie this thing up. Second effort by the fullback.
Holy smoke.
Boy. Carried a couple, 3 people along with him.
Just ran right out of a couple of them and dragged the rest with him. This is pretty impressive. They started back in the skin part of the infield on the 27, and they're nowhere near pay dirt, but nonetheless controlling the football, and Roger doing it on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 37 now. They're running out of the I formation. Pavick this time pitches to Mortar. They'll try to get out around the left side, and good defensive play. Can't pick up the number of actually who made the tackle.
A lot of blue shirts over there. Good pursuit.
I think Battaglini was in on the stop, 65. And Todd Penrose, the right defensive end, also over there. And you see Frank Krivetsky,
the brain trust of the Lions.
You ask him about the Appalachian Conference, and he's come so close so many times.
Yeah.
Has never been able to win the title.
Like to stick that trophy in the case this year.
2nd and 9 from the 36. The Blue Jays on the move here in the third quarter. Gives this time no running room at all. He got a yard, maybe. John McMullen, number 75, Jerry Hammock stacking things up there on the defensive front for the United Lions. So it'll be a 3rd down and 7 passing situation. We'll see.
It certainly is, Ollie. They'll put 2 in the pattern and probably keep the backs in to hold off the rush. I think the blitz is coming.
Operating from the 35, Pavic back to pass. He's got a guy open.
Broke stride. Furman couldn't maintain his footing on the cut, and that caused him to break stride just enough. Again, a well-thrown ball. Boy, Pavic has not missed by much. Little things can go wrong, and they have gone wrong. But he's done extremely well. We're playing in the 3rd period. 7-0 United leads. Conemaugh owns the football. 7:06 remaining in the 3rd period.
Pavic had him.
4th down. Gonna go for it.
4th and 7. They're going to punt it away.
There we go.
They indeed are going to punt on 4th and 7 from the 35. A little over 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Low snap, bobbled. Luckily, Conemaugh Valley hung on to the football there.
That's a sizable
difference.
Field position victory for United. They take over at their own 45 rather than deep in their own territory.
Low snap from Chris Selfridge, and the punter Dave Grove could not get it off. Tried to pick it up and kick it, but was unsuccessful in that attempt. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line for the United Lions. Frank Kravetsky in at quarterback. Kip Mack, no, they faked to Kip Mack and they give it to Don Spaid. Get a couple of yards. 2nd down 8. Robert Weimer in on the stop, number 41, a junior and the leading tackler. 6:24 to play third quarter. Still 7-0. Looms a very big play there in the second quarter. Attempted field goal by United. Conemaugh blocked it. Conemaugh Valley player tried to pick it up, fumbled it. United punched it in for the 7-0 score. A Kip Mack touchdown run. 2nd and 9. In motion goes Douglas. The pitch, and Kip Mack, I think he's going to recover his own fumble. He did. Ball getting very tough to handle. No gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 47. Let's see if Frank Kravetsky and United will elect to throw on this down. Mack and Spaid and Douglas in motion. Bounce Douglas, and play action rolls out. Good decision by Kravetsky. And
excellent.
He's got the first down.
Excellent look, and the footing is bad for the ball carriers, but I made the point a while ago it's equally bad for the defenders. That time the corner on that side of the field was backing up on pass defense. Saw the run, came running up to meet it, and might have stopped it short of a first down, but his feet just went out. He couldn't get any traction and got there late.
Sign of an experienced quarterback there. Did not want to throw it up for grabs, and as Tom mentioned, saw room and looked over on the right side, saw how much he needed for the first, and said, I can make it, and he did. 1st and 10 now from the 44. And the Lions on the move. Spaid. He spins away for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Weimer with the initial hit and then hung on, but Spaid was able to pick up a couple of yards.
They need more than a couple on that straight ahead stuff, though, Roger. I think the United would like not to have to use that option so much. It's kind of risky with the footing and the football as slippery as they are.
Kravetsky, pitch to Kip. Good defensive play.
Excellent defensive play. Get his name.
Number 84.
Alexa.
Tom Olexa. Nice job by the left defensive end. Did what he's supposed to do.
Take the pitch man away, and he did it while fighting the blocker off all at the same time.
You're just joining us. It's 3:44 to play in the third quarter, and it's a 7-0 United lead. And right now, they are on the move. However, it is 3rd and 8. It's a big defensive play for Conemaugh Valley. See what United does here. Will they throw it? I-backs behind Kravetsky. This time he's going to roll left, stop, throw. Intended receiver was number 20, Jerry Hammock. Pass overthrown incomplete. 4th down and 8.
I think probably there was a heads-up play, too, by Kravetsky. I don't think he was throwing to Jerry at all. I think he was just throwing that where no one else would get it. Took a reasonably good-sized lick after he unloaded the ball as well.
Mark Pavick on the coverage, and it'll bring up a 4th and 8 and a punting situation.
Boy, you hate to be the punt receiver.
Good roll, and it's going to be touched out of bounds around the 13-14-yard line. And so with 3:13 to play, Conemaugh Valley will get the football back, trailing 7-0. We'll be right back. Each team's had a chance to move the football here in the second half. Both have moved it, but no points on the scoreboard. Still 7-0.
Very critical situation for Conemaugh Valley. They got to get it out of this territory, whether they score this possession or not.
Yeah, they're on the 15-yard line, and they're not going to move it very far on this play. Not very far at all. Wrapped up. There was number 73, Dave Piker, the right tackle. Only got a yard. 2nd down and 9.
And that, folks, was an 8-man line. They were all coming. Everybody filled a hole. And you saw what happened. Loss of a yard on the play.
Let me correct myself and say nice job by John McMillan, not Piker. John McMillan, right tackle of United, in on the stop there. 2nd down. 9 yards to go. Pavick back to throw. A lot of pressure. Tries to scramble out of that pocket, and he's going to run with it. And good job by Dick Pavick. Knocked out of bounds by Bounce Douglas, number 25. And a good job there by Dick Pavick.
I think he made the first down as well, Roger. Kind of a crucial spot it is, in fact.
Right.
1st and 10 for Conemaugh Valley. Super job. Now they got to get the ball at least to midfield before they punt and give it away. Field position real critical. This is the worst part of the football field. They would love very much, would Conemaugh Valley, to score in this quarter, because in the 4th quarter they will be attacking the skin part of the infield on offense.
1st and 10 from the 25. A muddy night. Muddy field. A fumble, and I think Conemaugh Valley just fumbled, and United has got it. They indeed do. A bunch of blue jerseys are jumping around. They have the football, and I don't know who recovered it. Number 65, it appears, for United, which would mean Scott Battaglini recovers the fumble. Looked like there was a problem with the exchange, Tom.
If just on the snap from center, I believe. If Scott Battaglini did not recover the fumble, we'll still give him the excellence for the most outstanding celebratory jump after the fumble recovery. United pumped up.
Scott Battaglini is a player scholar and was honored by the Tribune Democrat here recently. And he's the one that ran 78 yards for a touchdown against Blairsville in their 7-0 lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 24. Spade's got some running room. Ooh. One more guy, and he may have been in there. Big gain for number 27, Don Spaid.
Poor defensive end on that side. Never saw what hit him. He came in, picked his head up, and just got a face full of blue jersey, and Spaid was right by him.
From the 24 to the 14. 1st and 10. And a big gain on 1st down following the turnover for Don Spaid. We have not had that many turnovers despite this being a very sloppy night. Kravetsky is his Spaid again and looked to be the same play. Gets 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Mortar in on the stop for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. 2nd and 8 from the 12. 59 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Poor Tom Oleska, the left defensive end, has been out there all alone the last 2 plays when the express came through.
That's Bounce Douglas. Number 25 hops over one player. Gets a couple of yards. Down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Ball resting on the 7-yard line. You see a close-up shot of Coach Frank Kravetsky giving some instruction to his players.
And among his instructions were to ask for a timeout with 28 seconds left. Kind of a crucial call here. 3rd down and 5 at the 7-yard line.
What would you do, Coach?
This is your basic rough call. 3rd and 2 is
Really
easy.
is.
3rd and 9 is easy. 3rd and 5 is a shaky one. What you do is you start through the computer cards and you pull one out that says 3rd and 5 deep in the opponent's territory, and you call that out. I think as the evening wears on, it's a very uncomfortable night, as you can pretty much tell from looking at the picture on the television. Good bit of rain, a lot of mud, and just cold enough to be uncomfortable. I think probably more of Conemaugh Valley's kids have to go both ways, and you start worrying about discomfort, possibility of injury, fatigue setting in, and I think United's a little deeper and just a tad bigger up front too. You gradually can see United taking control of things up front. And I think another problem is if United scores here, then Conemaugh Valley's got to kind of get their offense out of whack and try to make something up in a hurry, and lots of things can happen then.
Well, let's see what the call is here. Frank Kravetsky Jr., 3rd and 5 from the 7. The pitch goes to Kip Mack, and he's not going to get outside. He didn't pick up anything. It'll be 4th and 5. He may have lost a yard on that play. Dave Furman did a good job from his right cornerback spot. Came up to make the stop.
So we're going to get Walsh in here to try the field goal trick again.
Anything like happened before,
that jump in your television picture is caused by the horn going off at Point Stadium to announce the end of the quarter. And the fact that the horn has sounded the end of the 3rd quarter indicates the end of our 3rd quarter of broadcast. It is 7-0 United after 3 in the Appalachian Conference Championship game. Casey and Roger with you on TV 10, and we'll be back.
Welcome back. Final quarter of play from the Johnstown Point Stadium. 4th and 5. The ball on the 5, and Chad Walsh, Tom Casey is in to try it again.
Last time he tried a field goal, it was blocked, recovered by Conemaugh. On the continuation of the play, they fumbled. United got it back at the 5-yard line and subsequently scored their touchdown. Left footer.
High snap. It looks long enough.
That's a leg.
Indeed it is. 26-yard field goal by Chad Walsh with 11:56 left here in the 4th quarter, just into the 4th quarter, and it gives the United Lions, well, you don't want to say comfortable just yet, but it is a 10-0 lead, and this field, and the way it is raining, is not very good for an offensive football team, especially one that has to throw the ball. And it looks like Conemaugh Valley will have to go to the air here.
10-0, top of the fourth. First play of the fourth quarter. I probably should have said something at the time. I could not understand Frank Kravetsky's timeout call earlier. I would have thought he would want the clock to run so that he had the possibility of scoring at the drier end of the field. But it all works out quite well for the United Lions, and they kick off to Conemaugh.
Taken on the 15 and gets it out close to the 30-yard line, where Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, and this, Tom Casey, would be a crucial series here.
After Conemaugh's turnover earlier, the United Lions held the ball for 2 minutes and 8 seconds, 6 plays. They moved the ball 24 yards and then were stopped and kicked a 26-yard Chad Walsh field goal to make it 10-0.
For a sloppy night, we haven't had that many turnovers, have we?
It continues to get sloppier.
And we may see more. First and 10 from the 30.
That's one of those knock wood jobs.
See if Pavic goes right to the air. Hey, he's going to run it. And that's Robert Weimer. Pounds his way off the right side. Weimer coming into the game averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Gets 2, 2nd and 8. Right now, I would think Conemaugh Valley needs to sustain a drive here and put it into the end zone, because time is quickly running out as they trail by 10. 10-0. 2nd and 6 from their own 34. And Pavic straight back to throw. And almost intercepted by number 27, Don Spaid. The intended receiver was Keith Gillen.
Heavy pressure from John McMullen that time. He's 200 pounds, 6'2", and a senior. And I think he was, more than anything, responsible for the ball being underthrown. Pavic had to throw it off the wrong foot, came up short, and they almost lost it again.
Secondary includes Spaid, Douglas Kravetsky, who is a sophomore and the brother of Frank Kravetsky, the quarterback, and Kevin Brzezinski, also in the secondary for United. And I think they're going to be tested right here, because Conemaugh Valley is going to put it up. 3rd and 6.
The official indicating timeout. He had to chase one of the Conemaugh kids for an equipment problem. And they get a substitute into the ball game. We'll face, as Roger said, a 3rd and 6. Football at the 34-yard line. Conemaugh is dressed, if you're just joining us, in what used to be white. United's in blue tonight.
Very difficult right now to tell who has the football. Straight back to throw. Heavy pressure, and he got dumped once he threw the ball. That's number 20, Jerry Hammock, just leveled Dick Pavic.
And United got that pressure, Roger, with the down lineman and one linebacker rushing. The other linebackers were back. They had very good deep coverage and middle coverage that time. So United's getting the hang of playing pass defense here late in the ballgame.
4th down and 6 in the punting situation. I believe we have Kip Mack back deep to receive. And a bad snap for Dave Grove, but flag and whistle before the snap. And we will wait and see what the call is.
Got a violation against Conemaugh Valley, so they will still punt, but from 5 yards deeper this time after the illegal procedure. I think it's becoming obvious, Roger, more and more that United is taking control of the game up front.
Yeah, they really are. They really are taking control, and
they may be coming after this kick too.
It's Dave Grove, number 63, back to boot it away. And again, the snap, not a real good one, but he gets it away and then gets a pretty good bounce, picked up by a United player. Lots of running room on the right side, and a good return down inside the 30-yard line.
It's the old player for whom we have no number on the card trick.
I think we're calling him Mark Pavic. May have switched numbers or switched jerseys.
And back near midfield, we have an injured Conemaugh player.
Whoever that boy was, it was a nice run, and alertly picked the ball up and found a lot of bailout on the left side. In the meantime, you're looking at an injured Conemaugh Valley player.
You hate to see that, and as we mentioned earlier, on a night like this, you worry even more about it happening late in the game. Kids get tired.
Sam Brendlinger, Tom Casey, was the gentleman who returned that punt, number 5.
We got that squared away.
We
Let's
do
see
indeed.
if we can spot the injured Conemaugh player, Mickey Apley. Mickey's 5'9", 170 pounds, and a senior. Looks like a lower leg problem. Now, with 10:16 to go, Frank Kravetsky and United having kind of taken control of the game, leading 10-0. We'll see on this series if they can ice it. I think probably a score here, even a field goal, will all but do it in for tonight. We'll have more high school football. The Appalachian Conference Championship game. United leads in the 4th quarter, 10-0 over Conemaugh Valley. Back at the point, and Mickey Apley, the injured Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay, being helped off the field. Again, some sort of injury to the right leg, and we hope Mickey's all right. Meanwhile, we got 10 minutes of football left here at Point Stadium tonight. The paid gate was a little over 5,000, and it looked like more than that when we drove into town. Very enthusiastic crowd. I think they can seat 8,000 or 9,000 in the Point. I think 5,000 is a great accomplishment, particularly on a cold, rainy November night. Have a coconut smile, huh? High school football on TV 10.
United High School in business after the Sam Brendlinger punt return. They have it 1st and 10 on a Blue Jay 29-yard line. Frank Kravetsky, 2-year starter at quarterback. Little counter play here, and not much running room. Spaid on the carry. He's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Power eye, double tight end. I would guess United won't do anything crazy here. The officials asking for timeout, as you see, because the scoreboard clock showed 19 minutes and 40 seconds left. And that was met with considerable protest from at least one side of the field.
Frank Kravetsky was the first to notice that. There, that's more like it. Right, Frank? 9 minutes. 9:40 left in this football game. The team that has the football is leading. United High School, 10-0. 16 years, Frank Kravetsky at United High.
See a lot of players, don't you, in 16 years?
Well, you certainly do. 14 winning seasons, but never this championship. Kravetsky, Spaid, met right at the line of scrimmage, but there's a penalty flag down. Will await the call. Probably have a motion going against United. The call will go against United. Yeah, illegal procedures, the call, motion. Taken back 5.
Conemaugh has reached the point in the game, if they've got something they haven't shown offensively and defensively, that it's just about time to pull it out. Final game of the season, you normally don't do things differently from what you have all season, but they just about have to make something happen on defense.
I really think offensively that the rain has affected their offensive game plan the most tonight.
Oh, surely.
It's been awfully tough for Havoc to get his footing, and the receivers and Dave Furman. 3rd and 10. Kravetsky looking for Spaid, and good defensive play. That looked like that may have been 6.
Good ball, nice throw, and well covered.
Larry Stevens on the coverage. Good job by Larry on that play.
Yeah, Larry had to play a little catch-up, and again, the footing normally bothers the defensive back more than the offensive player running the pass route. He knows where he. The defender has to react, and if the footing's not there when he makes the cut. Trouble in River City. 4th and 11 they'll go rather than risk the snap and the punt.
In motion goes Douglas on the option. The pitch. Spaid got the block he needed. Down the sidelines. Touchdown of 31 yards. Don Spaid takes it in. 31 yards with 8:48 left in the football game. 16-0 United High School.
Nicely set up, Roger. They lined up strong side left. The quarterback, Kravetsky, did a reverse pivot, made it look like it was going to the left. Pitch back to the short side. They cut the end down, and Spaid just outran the corner down the sideline.
And I don't know if we have an injured player or indeed we do have an injury down on the far end of the field.
They got a beautiful photograph of an umbrella.
Anyway, 16-0 is the score with 8:48 left in the 1984 Appalachian Conference Championship game. And a big run by Don Spaid, going 31 yards. It was just the option play. They have not run the option all that much tonight, but it was there, and it's very tough to defense. Kravetsky did a good job coming down the line. Knew he was going to get hit. Got hit. Made the pitch. Spaid got a key block. Turned a corner, and the rest was Don Spaid. 31 yards for the score. Let's look at the play again, Casey. Here you go. On the screen for the touchdown.
Okay, the reverse pivot sets it up like it's going left, pitch out. And like you said, it's all Don Spaid. He just beat the corner and the safety down the sidelines. Kravetsky, the quarterback, made the play, though.
And we'll see Chad Walsh in to attempt the extra point. And I'm not sure who the injured player is, but he is being helped off the field. He is from Conemaugh Valley.
4 plays on the drive, Roger. Time of possession, 1:28. About a 30-yard drive. That was a 4th down and 11 play. And that, folks, breaks your back. You expect to get the football back on your own 30. Chance to get back in the ball game, and instead you're down. As soon as the injured player is tended to, we'll have the try for the point after. How about first, let's take this time out on TV 10. Stay with us.
All right, there you see the official signal. Chad Walsh boots it through on the after the Don Spaid touchdown run, and we've got ourselves a 17-0 football game with 8:48 left.
All save the yellow flag on the field. Let's wait till the men in the stripes sort this one out.
That certainly was a key touchdown, and it'll be awfully tough for the Blue Jays to get back into this one.
Yeah, in all honesty, the sophistication level of a high school game makes it awfully tough to move the ball that quickly. The penalty was against Conemaugh Valley, and it was some sort of dead ball foul, so it will be tacked on after the kick, and things go from bad to worse as United will now kick from the Conemaugh 45-yard line. Chad Walsh got a nice leg.
He has kicked a couple of field goals during the course of the regular season.
And it is raining harder than ever.
Walsh kicks it off, and Conemaugh Valley fields it on their own 5, and there they get out to about the 15. And he was down, almost down, reversed his field, and finally is down at about the 16, 17-yard line, where the Blue Jays will put it into play.
That was a very Shakespearean run, Roger. Why was it a very Shakespearean run, Casey?
Why was it, Casey?
Much ado about nothing.
Well, do you think we'll see some new players in the lineup for Conemaugh? Or will they?
I think you got to give it one more shot at doing what you do and going with your guns. It's sort of up to the coach who's ahead when you call the dogs off and start giving the underclassmen and some of the substitutes a chance to play. And I think probably Frank Kravetsky will go one more down, and then probably we'll see some wholesale substitutions. And a lot of kids on both teams will get a chance to say they played in the conference championship game.
WTHA bringing you high school football on TV 10 tonight. Hope you're enjoying the game from the Point Stadium. And first and 15. Ball on a 6. Pavic goes straight back to throw. Good catch. It's Keith Gillen with the reception, the junior. Flanker back. Berzanski on the coverage. Second down and 8 yards or 5 yards to go for the first. 8 minutes left in the game. 17 zip. The Blue Jays, without a doubt, have their work cut out. And I'm sure Pavic has just been outstanding this season. Will throw the football. 2,275 career yards coming into tonight for Dick Pavic. 1,205 yards alone this season with 15 TDs. Straight back to pass. Maybe Furman with a football.
Very difficult to tell when they get that muddy. Heck of a throw and a nice run after catching the football.
Mark Pavic
moves it inside the 45-yard line, and you like to see Conemaugh hanging in there.
The brother team, Dick Pavic to Mark Pavic, down to the 44-yard line of United. Good throw, good route, good catch, and this what now has become a driving rainstorm. It is really coming down. First and 10 from the 44. Pavic with the pitch. Hod Mortar. And good run by Mortar.
You notice what an emotional game it is, Roger. That pass completion, the Conemaugh kids, quite frankly, were getting slapped around a little bit at the line of scrimmage, and United had, as of 7 or 8 minutes ago, began to kind of dominate things. That time they came off the ball very, very crisply. The offensive linemen came off their blocks. I saw a couple of kids well downfield looking to pick up extra blockers. The second win gets the adrenaline going again.
Indeed, no giving up on the part of Conemaugh Valley.
Want to avoid the shutout if nothing else, right. But it's still a long way to go.
Second of 5 from the 38 of United. Pavic. Ooh. He got his receiver. That's Gillen again, but he really takes a rap.
He about got Gillen killed. They don't like that one over the middle with somebody behind him. And Gillen does an outstanding job as Keith hangs
really
onto the football.
One of the toughest catches to make. And he really did a nice job of concentrating, watching the football right into his hands, and he hung on to it once he was whacked. First and 10 now from the 29.
In the mud.
6:57 to play. Conemaugh Valley trails 17-0. Pavic again to throw, and the receiver kind of slips, so they got to come back on the ball. Don Spaid is there on the coverage for the Lions.
Everything worked but the weather. Spaid wanted to come back. His foot slipped. The ball was thrown just about right. One slip of the foot, and you got an incompletion. Second down 10. And the infield is ankle-deep mud. Very, very difficult footing. And the football's got to be slippery. The official holds it till the center comes up and then hands him the ball, but he must place it on the ground, and it has to pick up mud.
I'm impressed with the last couple of completions that Pavic has been able to complete and Gillen has been able to catch, considering the weather conditions. Second and 10. And that time they fumble up the exchange. I think Conemaugh Valley has it back.
There's the muddy football. Pavic picked it up, followed to center, dives forward, turns a gain of a yard out of it. But again, there's the problem with the muddy football. And then Pavic gets up and in disgust slams the ball down. Says, give me one with handles on it.
They actually picked up a yard. It's 3rd and 9. Gillen this time, number 11, who has played very well tonight, out to the right.
Just a junior.
The I formation. Pavic with the pitch. This is Weimer. And Weimer's got some running room, and is he in? If he did not step out of bounds, he's in.
He did step out of bounds.
He did.
Yeah, we got a signal upfield. I believe he made the first down, however.
Good job by Robert Weimer.
Tell you what, Bobby wanted that one.
He certainly did. Well, at least he picked up the first down, and the drive is alive, as they say, with 5:54 left.
Who says that?
I say that.
All right, bud.
It's my saying, Casey.
All right, bud.
Ball on a 15. Pitch, and this time, well done. See if we can get a number. Looks like Kip Mack. It is. Kip Mack, number 33, breaks through. And they lose 6 on that one. Good job by Kip Mack. Coming into the game as the leading ground gainer on the attack for the United Lions, is 729 yards. He's an offensive player of the year.
Fuck you.
Scored 7 touchdowns this year. Defensive player of the year for United is the linebacker, Scott Battaglini. 2nd down, 16. The ball on a 21 with 5 minutes to play. Pavic. He's hit, fumbles the football, and I think United has it. Did not see who made the initial hit, but I can tell you who recovered the football. Number 59, and that is the left defensive end, Matt Hefner. 6'2 senior, 178 pounds, alertly there. The hit was delivered.
I wish we could give credit to the hit, but
I did not see the number.
I could not see the number either, but Pavic really got wrapped. So as much as Conemaugh fought and bit and scratched to get in to beat the shutout, the United kids would very much like to keep it alive. Been a lot of good contact in this game. Again, given the footing and given the weather conditions, pretty well played game. It will show turnovers on the score sheet when we're over. But it could have been a lot worse.
What type of game would have this been if it would have been any better for the weather conditions? May not be 17.
Yeah, on a fast track, I think Conemaugh plays a little different football game.
That's certainly not to take anything away from United High School. They have come in here well prepared. We knew their running game was good, and it has been a solid attack.
The penalty flag will be a walk-off against Conemaugh Valley. And we'll await a signal on the penalty. It's going to be a 5-yarder. 1st and 5, they were offsides. Were the Blue Jays. So leading 17-0. The United Lions trying to ice the championship after these many tries.
Oh boy, they really have. They've been so close. There's Spaid.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got out into the open field. He may be gone. He is. Are there any flags? I do not see any. Don Spaid takes the handoff from Frank Kravetsky, and he is gone. He cut it up to the middle, got out to the outside, got a couple of good blocks. It was all over. 66-yard run. Not long ago, he had a 31-yard run, and the score now is 23-0. And in comes Chad Walsh to make it 24-0.
Close ball game till the fourth quarter, and
Yeah.
I think United's depth and size kind of got the better of the Blue Jays.
One
Not
side
to
here in
mention the
fourth
weather.
quarter. He's got it. 24-0.
Let's see if we can take a look at a rather exciting high school football play. All right, here comes Spaid. Bounces off the right side. Made one man miss. And then it is sideline and foot speed through the mud, the umbrellas, and the crowd, and nobody had a chance to catch Don Spaid. A 66-yard run along with a 31-yard run. All the work that he's done tonight, well over 100 yards. Nice night for him. Couple of touchdowns, and the championship is going to Armagh. Armagh, beautiful burg indeed. One play.
4:32 to play. 24-0. And the people in blue are having a good time tonight. Chad will boot it away. And Conemaugh Valley takes it on their own 25-yard line. Gets it up out over the 35, 36, 37-yard line. And that's where they'll have it. First down and 10.
Now you lose your objectivity, and you got to root for Conemaugh to get something on the scoreboard. So the night won't have been a total loss. Kids have fought hard. I think maybe a little outmanned. I'd like to congratulate both coaches on their preparations for the game. I think both teams were extremely well scouted and prepared for. I think, as you mentioned, Roger, that the weather probably hurt Conemaugh more than it did United.
First and 10 from the 38. Dick Pavick remains the quarterback, and they're not quitting, are they? They're coming after you. Pass intended for Furman. Beautiful pass. Nice reception. And they are down inside the 35-yard line of the United Lions. .32. Furman, the leading receiver, as I mentioned earlier in the game. Personal foul now being marked off against the United. And, well, this may not be a shutout just yet.
15-yard penalty, 30-yard pass completion. That picks up an awful lot of muddy real estate in a real big hurry. And the penalty also has the added benefit of moving the football into the grass part of the infield here at the point. And maybe, if nothing else, the lineman will be able to get a little better purchase for some pass blocking.
Oh, suddenly, that quickly, it's down to the 16-yard line. The Blue Jays will put it into play. First and 10. 3:53 to play. They trail 24-0. Game pretty much over, but I'm sure they'd like to get on the scoreboard. This is Weimer. Weimer cuts back inside. Good bit of running by Robert Weimer. Fullback, number 41. I'm sure you by now cannot see that number.
I got to trust you, Roger.
I think that is Robert. Gets 6, 2nd and 4. Ball resting on the 10. Now I'd like to see Conemaugh Valley punch one in. Pavick.
Problem with the exchange again.
How many times has that happened tonight?
Quite a number of times. And at least once they lost the football. This time they just lose a play and the clock continues to run. We're under 3 minutes.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Ball on a 12, and it's a little over 2 minutes to play. High school football, the Appalachian Conference Championship on the line tonight at the Point Stadium. And it's going to go to United High School. They have never won it before. Pavick straight back to throw, and he's got it for the touchdown.
Right.
Dave Furman, and it was only right that if a receiver catches a touchdown, it would be Dave Furman, and now there was a flag on the play.
I think Dave slammed the football down, and we'll get a penalty on that. Let's take a look and see where Furman came from. Lined up on the left side of the offense. Pavic looking left all the way. Well thrown ball. They turned in front of the defender. We got a touchdown. That's going to be followed by the delay of game penalty for spiking the football. I'd say Furman earned a chance to spike because we're back live with a score 24-6.
And they'll go for two.
For the deuce.
Keith Gillen is wide right. Pavic calling the signals. He's going to throw it into the corner of the end zone. He's got it. That's Furman. Dave Furman on the two-point conversion with Pavic. So Pavic with a 16-yard touchdown pass follows it up with a two-point conversion. Just a little quick out. 24-8 now with 2:20 remaining.
4 plays, 62 yards, 2:12 time of possession. The big play, a 30-yard pass, of course, followed by a 15-yard penalty. And we got a muddy night at the point. Here's the replay. Boy, it sure didn't look like he was in bounds, did it? The official called it right there. That was the replay of the two-point conversion from Pavic to Furman. 24-8.
Kind of wonder about this Conemaugh Valley team. They seem to be explosive at times.
Real impressive. And as you said earlier, I'd like to see him on a fast track.
Yeah.
And with a dry football.
I always hate to play a championship game when so much is at stake for both of these schools on a night like tonight. Last year, do you remember last year's game?
Oh, yes.
It was a snowing over here.
Had several inches of snow on the mountains, went home in a blizzard. Now the onside kick goes out of bounds.
Yeah, let's see what United does once they get the football back here, where they put a few other players in the game and get some of these jerseys that are not yet muddy a little muddy. 2:20 remaining.
Yeah, a night like this, you hate to go home with a clean shirt.
Really.
Rain through much of the first quarter. The second period was free of rain. And it has rained ever since the middle of halftime. Boy, oh boy, the band's had a miserable time of it out there. Trying to march in the mud, and the majorettes trying to hang on to the batons, flags. All right, bobble on the snap.
Conemaugh Valley has it. Well, 2:16 to play.
Fourth quarter heroics here.
And another chance for Dick Pavic to put it up. Kravetsky in the center. Joe Bailey had a little problems there on the exchange. All has to do with the field conditions, folks. That'll be 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line of Conemaugh Valley.
You mentioned your surprise earlier at some of the sizable schools who are recruiting Pavic. Where did the Hostettlers come from?
Yeah. You got him. Pavic dropping back, complete. See if they run without a huddle here, Case.
Tough throwing the out period, and even tougher throwing that out pattern with the muddy ball. He took his 3 steps very quickly, threw to the spot before the receiver had broken, and got it right there. He does have a nice release and a good arm.
Villanova, Boston College, West Virginia, according to John Jacoby, have all shown signs of interest in this quarterback. And there's got
another perfect throw.
Furman is down inside the 15-yard line, close to the 10. Pavic to Furman. And where was this earlier in the game, right?
Boy, this game was such a yawner about 6 minutes ago. And now all kinds of offensive excitement.
They make things happen in a hurry with Dick Pavic at quarterback, believe me.
Well, for the moment, at least, they're also doing a very good job protecting him, too. There was a period there in the third and early in the fourth quarters where they were having trouble with their pass blocking.
Things have gotten a little quiet down on the United High School bench.
The game certainly is well in control with 1:24 left, but now you get in playing for individual pride and say, I'm going to beat the guy across from me. Get my picture in the yearbook.
Ball is on the 11-yard line. It's 24-8 with 1:24 to play. And it'll be a first down and 10 when play resumes.
It is uncomfortable in the press box and in the stands. Just think how it must be for those boys standing right there. Shoes full of mud.
I tell you what, they're going to stick it in here.
Think how good that shower's going to feel.
Yeah, really. Okay, first and 10, the ball on the 11-yard line.
Split backs and a wing back right.
Havoc, the quarterback.
Going to throw it to the left side.
Well, he's going to throw it all right.
Looking left, looking left, looking left.
Uh-oh, this one's going to be picked off, and the party's over, folks. Intercepted number 56.
65, I got.
65?
But then who knows?
Yeah, it looks like Scott Battaglini. We've talked about him enough tonight. There is a penalty flag down
at the tackle, so I think the interception will stand, and it's just a question of where we put the football down. Quarterback got clobbered, did Pavic, just as he unloaded and kind of floated that baby down there. 1:15 to go in the ball game, and we will have a walk-off against United. A clip after the interception, so I'm presuming that, yes, United will control the football. 24-8 with 1:15 and winding down. We get a moment, we'll recap the scoring here before play is actually out. And
now let's take a look at that interception and see number 65.
He's looking left all the way, and just as he unloads the football, he's hit, causes the ball to float, pops up in the air, and Battaglini comes upfield where United takes over the football. Inside their own 10-yard line, running wide to the right and being thrown for loss on the play, but the clock continues to run. 51 seconds.
24-8.
The Appalachian Conference Championship will go to United's Lions.
Frank Krivetsky is going to do it. 16 years. He's finally going to get one.
Conemaugh has taken a timeout to stop the clock. They'd like to get it back and stick another one in the end zone. Why don't I recap how the ball game went? First quarter was played scoreless. The scoring came in the second quarter. A strange drive for United. They got down close, backed up to the 11 on a penalty. Chad Walsh had a field goal blocked, but United recovered a Conemaugh fumble on the 5-yard line. A couple of plays later, Kip Mack ran it in from the 1 to make it 6-0. Chad Walsh added the extra point to make it 7-0. Third quarter was scoreless. The first play of the fourth quarter was a 26-yard Chad Walsh field goal to make it 10-0 United. With 8:48 left in the game, Don Spaid a 31-yard run around the right end to make it 16-0. Chad Walsh's point after. The kick made it 17-0. Then with 4:32, United continued to control the ball game as Don Spaid ripped off a beautiful 66-yard run down the right sideline to make it 23-0. Chad Walsh added the point after from placement to make it 24-0. Then Conemaugh got back in it late in the ball game. Didn't really get back in it, but salvaged some pride on a 10-yard touchdown pass from Pavic to Furman to make it 24-6. The 2-point try was a pass from Pavic to Furman again. That made it 24-8, and it looks like that's what will be the final. United has rushed for 240 yards, 215 yards, pardon me, in the ball game. On how many plays, Frank? 16, 36, 42 plays, 215 yards. Nice statistical night. 31 yards passing. That's for United. Conemaugh Valley, meanwhile, has rushed for a total of 87 net yards on 29 rushes. They've come up with 203 yards passing, however, in 19 pass attempts. Penalties have really killed Conemaugh, and the turnovers as well. Another flag on this last play backs the ball even closer to the goal line. And still nothing comes off the clock as 43 seconds remain. 24-8. Looks like United will take the trophy back to Armagh.
14 winning seasons in his 16-year helm there, and this is going to be his first Appalachian Conference championship as they'll run out the clock. 36 seconds, 37 seconds now. Timeout. Conemaugh Valley will take another timeout. Don't really know why, but they will. And they'll stop the clock with 37 seconds left. It's football game pretty much decided in the fourth quarter when United broke things open. Great bit of running by Don Spaid. Don Spaid, by the way, came into the game with 10 touchdowns. Tack on 2 more tonight to make it 12. He came in with 681 total yards and 9 catches for 177 of 3 touchdown catches through the air. And really a solid offensive unit on the ground. Although, as Frank Kravetsky Sr., the head coach, said to me before the game that his son, Frank Kravetsky Jr., if need be, can throw the football. And when they had to, he certainly came through. But would it have been different had this been a dry field and Dick Pavitt been cut loose and been able to have some footing, and Dave Furman been able to get open a little bit? We may have had a much closer game, because they certainly have showed that they are able to explode on offense. That may have been the final play of the game. There's a little fight breaking out right now. You hate to see this. The tempers indeed are flaring. Conemaugh Valley on the short end of this one. The clock continues to go with 11 seconds left. And the final score will read 24-8. The 1984 Appalachian Conference champions, United High School Lions from Armagh. Congratulations to Frank Kravetsky and his entire staff, as they have just completed an undefeated season in which they went 10-0. John Jacoby and Conemaugh Valley will finish up the year at 8-2. They lost the opener, came back to win 8 in a row, and then lost tonight 24-8. So once again, from the Point Stadium in Johnstown, the final score: the United Lions, Frank Kravetsky 24, Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays 8. For Tom Casey, Frank Zitzelberger, I'm Roger Wadden. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you later.